Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and get started. So, okay, as always, we're gonna go ahead and write our name at the top of the paper, and you want to put a compliment beside that because we have to compliment ourselves. We have to feed life into our ears. Super important. So I said, Alasia Sade Craft, optimistic overcomer. That's a huge compliment to myself, and I need to hear that. And so next, you want to go ahead and you want to tell yourself that you love yourself. You tell everybody else that you love them. I need you to tell you that you love yourself, because you just need to know that, and you need to write it on paper, because when you see that, it does something to your soul. So you want to say that you love yourself, and you want to get really specific about it. At least put one thing that you love about yourself, right? So I said, I love you and your welcoming spirit. So what is one thing that you love about yourself? Go ahead and write that down. And I will tell you another tip. Whenever you get into those head spaces where you feel like you're not worthy, you're not valuable, and that you know, you really just can't find anything to feel good about when you think about yourself, you want to open up your journal and you want to go back to the section where you wrote all the things that you love about yourself, and when you got specific about it, because when you lay your eyes on that sentence, it's going to make you start to feel a whole lot better than you did a couple of minutes ago. Okay, so next you want to go ahead into the thankful section. What are you thankful for? Get into that gratitude mindset. It can be something internally or externally. It really doesn't matter. So go ahead and write that down. But for me, I said that I am thankful for my realizations, and I'm thankful for my children. So y'all, I said that I was thankful for my realizations, because without my realizations, I would not be able to grow like I needed to. When you have those aha moments, it's like the blindfold has literally been taken off of your eyes, because now you can see a whole lot clearer than you did the day before, maybe even a couple of seconds before you had the aha moment, you had the realizations. So I'm super thankful for those, and my children have saved me so many times. I can't even count on all my hands and toes how many times they saved me. So I'm really thankful for them. They really give me extra purpose and extra drive. I'm a young mother. I'm 23 and I have 5 kids, so that is, I mean, that's really important to me. They mean the world to me, okay? So next is the forgiveness section. So right here in this section, you want to get super vulnerable with yourself. You want to go ahead and release any type of negative energy that you have, any type of doubt, fear. If you are punishing yourself mentally, or, you know, just bullying yourself and feeling bad about some of the things that you haven't quite done right, I want you to go ahead and release that. Give it to God. He's already forgiven you. You don't need to hold yourself captive and be a prisoner in your own mind because you feel like you didn't do something right, okay? So we just write at least one thing down that you want to release and let go. So for me, in my forgiveness section, I said I forgive myself for feeling like I have to abandon the calling that God has on my life when I make a mistake, or I simply don't feel worthy and valuable enough to hold down the position that He's already given me a vision for. And that's really deep for me, because I do have those moments where I do feel like, okay, I'm not doing this right, I'm not doing that right. So sometimes I do feel like I need to stop doing what God has showed me that He has vision for me for, just so that I can not disappoint Him or not disappoint anybody else. And that's just simply not true. That's just that's me having a mind battle. And when you have thoughts like that, do not take them for what they are, because it's just simply not true. You're just having a moment, you're just doubting yourself, and you just got to pray about it and give yourself a couple of minutes to receive the word that God really needs to give you, so that you can overcome that. So I'm forgiving myself for that, and I'm gonna start again. Today's a new day, so I'm not gonna hold myself captive to that mindset. So next, you want to go ahead and affirm yourself. You want to fill up your own cup, and once you forgive yourself, you want to then remind yourself of who you are and who you are becoming. So for me, I need to hear that I am strong, I am light, I am an overcomer, and I am very valuable. So what is it that you need to hear to fill up your cup this morning? You go ahead and write that in your I am section. All right, so after that, y'all, we're going to tap into our goals. Good morning. Tap into our goals. So these are goals that you can have for tomorrow, for 10 years from now, it really doesn't matter. You just want to go ahead and write your goals down on a piece of paper. We have so many thoughts and goals and ideas in our head. Writing some of them down makes it a whole lot easier for us to map out the blueprint of what we need to do to go ahead and bring those goals into manifestation. So for me, I put that my goal for today is to push valuable content and to restabilize my success plans for my business and for my relationships. So that's what my goal is today. So it's strategizing, it's planning, and it's just making valuable content, because the more value you add to other people's lives, the more valuable, you know, you become to others. And that's really what a big piece of life is about, is adding value. Could you imagine how much different the world would be if we all focused on the gifts that God had inside of us and how we can add value to each other in a positive way? It would be a whole different world out here in these streets, y'all. Okay, so next we're going to go ahead and go into the win section. So this is my favorite section. Well, this is one of them. You want to go ahead and write down at least one thing that you feel good about yourself for. What did you do right? Y'all, we hype everybody else up. We give everybody their flowers. So we're going to give ourselves some flowers, and we're going to just write down anything we feel good about. And it can be big or small. It doesn't matter. If it's significant to you, write it down. It can be as small as making it to work on time. If you know you be late, go ahead and write it down. That is a win, because you are starting to change your actions. You're becoming a better person. So for me, I put that I had an amazing dance class. I had a workout, a very great workout with my fiance day before yesterday. My legs were sore, but I still decided to push through the glute class and do the workout with the resistance bands. So that was a major win for me, because I had gotten to a headspace for a couple of weeks where I really wasn't as motivated to work out, but I knew I wanted to. I just wasn't putting the action into place. So that's a win, because like my mindset, my actions are starting to change. Okay, and then I will give y'all another tip about the win section. When you write down a win, it helps you disempower your negative thoughts, because sometimes we feel like we don't do anything right. We feel like, you know, we can have a thought that we say to ourselves, you know, I want to do XYZ, or I want to, you know, overcome something. And then you have this other part of you saying, you can't overcome this, you can't do this, you did this, that, and the third. And it's like that voice inside of your head starts pointing out all the things you didn't do right and all the times you failed. And you just like, I don't know, get into a rut. But when you put down your wins, you can disempower that negative thought. You can quiet down that voice, because now you have some written proof of the things that you did do right and the things that you did win at. So now those negative thoughts aren't so powerful. You get to take your power back and take control of your mindset. And really, this is what this is all about, is taking control of your thoughts and your mental health. So that's another tip of why the win section is super important. So last but not least, we want to hop into our intentions for the day before we close this journal. So your intentions are going to help you stay in tune and in alignment with the things and the mindset that you need to have to be able to flow and go through the day. So for me, I put that my intention for today is to identify my boundaries and I'm sorry. Yeah, that's right. Okay, I'm sorry. I couldn't read my handwriting for a second. Sorry, y'all. But I said my intention for today is to identify my boundaries and stand on all the barriers of them, so that I can properly protect my time and my energy. Because I give my time away, and time is something, when you cash that out, you can't get it back. You know, when you be on YouTube and Instagram just scrolling and scrolling with no strategy, with no intentions, for hours and hours, y'all, we are literally giving these people our times. They're not paying us, we're not paying them, but we're paying them in time, and that's something that's very, very valuable. So for me, I'm going to be very intentional and putting boundaries around my time, so that I can get the most out of my day, and I can ultimately use my time to do something that I really want to do. The more time we spend on being intentional about the things we need to accomplish, the more that we can accomplish. Okay, so that is my intentions for today. That's a mindset I intend to maintain. Thank y'all so much for joining me on this journaling section. Hey everyone that I didn't get to speak to, I saw y'all hop on, but I will see y'all tomorrow morning. Thank y'all so much. Have an absolutely amazing day. Bye bye.